Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 21st of July. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director at Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. So this week we have Premium, European Metals, Essential Metals, Alligator Energy and MAGNUS Energy. So if you have a request, please send it through. Make sure you're getting the free newsletter, but if you'd like my actual stock tips, then you need to get the Dynamic Investor Report that I send out every Tuesday. But if you do enjoy these videos, please share them on social media or even leave us a review. And if you're watching on YouTube, you can subscribe to the channel. Our main business is in portfolio management, so if you'd like to open a broking account with me and get my real-time buy and sell recommendations, then please call me and I can discuss how that works. And the advice here is general only. So we have a daily chart here of Premium, so we could see that for the last several months it's been downtrending, but most recently we had this gap up on pretty good volume, which was a positive. It sort of indicating that something could be underway, and it's been able to meander higher. It's just making a higher high at the moment. Which is the first step to breaking the downtrend. So possibly breaking the downtrend here. By doing that, it'll probably struggle to make much progress at this point and may need to come back, at which point we need to then see if it can make a higher low as well. So if it can obviously give us higher lows, then we can start to be a bit more convinced that the downtrend is over. Okay, EMH, so again we had a stock that's been trending lower for quite a while. Then most recently it's formed this little base here. But obviously it's just a very small one, so you can't get too excited. But it did gap up out of that range, so for a short-term trade that would have been your buy signal. You can run a tight stop at the breakout and basically give yourself a tight stop, hopefully a bit of upside to here, but ultimately it needs to break the downtrend by taking out the previous high at the very least, which is near $1. Okay, ESS. So we've had this, so after the rally in March, April, we've had a sort of big pullback, then a consolidation. I'm finding this particular pattern amongst many of these sort of small cap mining stocks, where we've had a low in June, big bounce, and then a sideways consolidation on lower volume, with what appears to be a horizontal line of resistance, and a lot of them yesterday have been breaking on volume. So horizontal resistance, break, good volume. So that's essentially again a buy signal. You could place a really tight stop, perhaps even under yesterday's low. Just keep it quite tight and just see how it wants to run up here. This low in May might offer some resistance, so we don't want to see it turn lower from that, but if you can punch through that, then you'd be looking at a 60-cent target. Okay, Alligator Energy. So if we just sort of zoom out, we could see this sort of big sideways consolidation. But again, after a rally in March, April, it's come back, bounced in June, sideways consolidation. And then another rally. As I said, I'm just seeing this across many sort of small cap mining stocks. So also buy signal yesterday, closed on its highs, increased volume. You could run a tight stop, and it should just continue on from here in the short term. So short-term rally, but obviously there's been a lot of levels where there's been selling in the past, so it might be slow going in terms of a recovery, but in the next few days I'd expect a bit of a pop in the share price. Okay, MAGNUS, so also downtrending for several months. Recently it's gone sideways, but not as bullish as the others. So where the others had more of a horizontal line of resistance, this one's more diagonal, and it's not breaking anything yet, in my opinion. So you've got these. You do have a tight range which could lead to a breakout, but given that it's diagonal like this and we don't have that horizontal line, it could break in either direction. So we don't know which direction. But just zoom in, basically look at this high and look at this low, takes out this high, you could say that's a buy signal, takes out that low, that's the sell signal. Okay, well that's all for this week. If you have a request, send it through and I'll try to look at it next time for you.